Hi there, welcome to Navigating Grad School YouTube channel. My name is Ebenezer, and if today is your first time visiting my channel, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. So today's video is based on a question one of my viewers asked me, and the question goes like this. Is it okay to mention the name of professors in your statement of purpose or personal statement? And I think it is such an important question, and I want to address this question based on my experience in applying to study abroad. Okay, so my simple answer to the question is yes, it is important. It is okay if you mention the name of professors in your statement of purpose. But before you mention the name of a professor or professors in your statement of purpose, there are certain few things you have to consider. First, I will say you have to you have to do your research by visiting the professor's website, read his or her current research that he's conducting, read more about his lab work, some of the papers he has written. And if you find an alignment, that is great. Then it is good you can mention the professor's name in your statement of purpose or personal statement. Alignment is a key. The professor should be doing something that you think you are interested in, and it aligns with your career or future aspirations. Secondly, before you should mention the professor's name in your statement of purpose, I will say email the professor. You have to email the professor. The reason is that if you find an alignment, okay, if whatever the professor is doing aligns with your research interest, okay, or your future career goals, and you go ahead mentioning it in your statement of purpose or personal statement, and the professor is not accepting students, it means that it's going to hurt your application. Okay, you might not get admission. Okay, it is important. So you have to, that is why cold emailing is a key. So if you email the professor might respond, oh, I will be accepting 1 to 2 students coming fall or spring. Okay, and that is a good indication. It means that the professor is likely to admit 1 or 2 students in his or her lab. Okay, so those are the 2 indicators. First of all, do your research, look at alignment. Okay, in my case, I was looking for professors who were doing something on chemicals in the environment, like heavy metals. Okay, so I was looking out for professors working on such project. Okay, so when I found the alignment, I emailed the professors, and the response was like, I'll be taking 1 to 2 students, and therefore mentioning his or her name in my SOP is good. Okay, and if you don't get a positive response from the professor, it is not good to mention their name in your SOP or personal statement, depending on the type of statement the school wants. Okay, and also I also want to address how many professors' names should you mention in your statement of purpose. Okay, this is it is good to mention professor's name in your statement of purpose, but if you overdo it, it can hurt your application as well. Okay, so in every department, okay, they might have 1 or 2 professors that are doing something that you are interested in. Okay, so after emailing them and you get a good response, if you get a good response, or you had a Zoom meeting with a professor and he or she is willing to accept you into their lab if you are admitted, then I'll say that only mention the professor you had an interview with, okay, and dedicate 1 paragraph highlighting or explaining why you you want to work with that professor. Maybe the professor is working on heavy metals, okay, and in your previous work you will also work on heavy metals, but you wanting to explore more on specific aspects of heavy metals, like maybe carrying out a risk assessment or something. Okay, it depends. So you should be able to explain clearly why his lab and why you are interested in working with him. Dedicate just one specific paragraph in your personal statement or statement of purpose just to address your alignment with the professor. Okay, so you shouldn't the number of professors you are mentioning in your statement of purpose and the reason why you want to work with them, you shouldn't mention more than, I would say, not more, you shouldn't mention more than three. Okay, maximum you should mention two professors. Okay, two professors is okay. And if you had an interview with a professor, I would say just focus on only one and do it well. Okay, now also in applying to study abroad, some schools in the application portal, okay, if you are filling the application, your details with the application portal, answering some questions online, normally they give, I remember when I was applying to a school like Clemson University, I they have a portion whereby you are supposed to select at least three professors that you would like to work with in order of preference. So let's say if you prefer, out of the three professors, okay, the one that you are key, you have to will I say mention their name. Okay, you mention their name in order of preference. So if based on your research interest, okay, so you just select them. You could also do that in the application portal. That is if the school is having a system like that. Okay, and so I hope this video helped you make an informed decision. And trust me, the study abroad process is not easy, but it is worth it. And as at the time of recording this video, I am a first year PhD student at Indiana University Bloomington. Okay, studying PhD in environmental health. Please stay tuned to this channel, subscribe, share this video with your friends who are also in the same journey. Thank you, and see you in my next video.